back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Whitney Wuzor, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So real talk, the other day I was just scavenging through my makeup collection and I came across this palette that I bought earlier this year. I only created one look with that palette. I did not swatch it, I didn't talk about it. I just created a look and that was it. Completely forgot about this palette. And the palette I'm talking about is the Thinking of You palette by PAC Cosmetics. Now, before I get into this palette, let me just tell you a background story about PAC. So originally, I always thought PAC Cosmetics was a very expensive brand, and comparing it to brands like, you know, NYX and LA Girl, I just figured, like, why was PAC ever so expensive? Like, why is it so expensive? Especially the eyeshadows. And honestly, when I saw this palette yesterday and I kind of swatched it, I was like, oh, well, I have my answer now, okay? Now these palettes does have 9 shades in them and they do have 4 varieties. So the first one in their collection is this one right here. It's called Thinking of You. It is a very pink, mauvey tone kind of color. I really like the shimmers in here. So they have 3 shimmers and 6 mattes, which is really good for me. And they also have another palette that is called Electric Bold. Now Electric Bold is a really nice and, you know, playful color. Like if you are the kind of person that loves experimenting with your looks, that's exactly a palette that you would love, because it's got like this beautiful aqua blue shimmer shade. It's also got like this really playful pink, and that's also in a shimmer. So this palette is really good. Now if you're not a colorful girl, you don't want to jump on that train, I do have Smoked Out Sass for you. Now Smoked Out Sass is a very neutral palette. You do have a pop of color, which is the silver shimmer that is there in the palette. Now this palette is something that, you know, I would wear every day, but the silver is something that, you know, I would like to test out maybe during Christmas or New Year's, you know, just kind of experiment in case you do not want that kind of palette. I do have a palette for you, and that is called Not So Ordinary. Now Not So Ordinary is really not so ordinary because it has the essential colors that, you know, a person who loves nude looks, who loves pinky looks is gonna love and it's gonna rock. So you've got a nice soft orange in there, which you can use as your transition shade. You also have a bold orange in there. You have a pink color. You've got brown, you've got a mauvey pink, and you've got another soft brown. So this is potentially a palette that if you don't know what you're really leaning on to, and you kind of want to have that one palette where you can create like at least 3 different looks, then that is the palette for you. I did purchase my palette from Amazon. I do believe that they are available on the PAC Cosmetics website, and they are also available on Nykaa if I'm not mistaken. But just in case you guys are looking for them and cannot find them, I will leave a link down below. Now getting on to the price, these retail for 1,595 rupees, which I'm not mad about because the pigment, honey, is out of this world, okay? Like, I'm just gonna let you guys be a judge of it. I'm gonna swatch 4 colors using only one swipe, and you guys are gonna see how pigmented this palette is. So these are just 1 swipe, so let's see how that is. Mind you, these palettes do not have names, so I can't really say out the names, but guys, this pigment, guys, do you see that pigment? Just in case it's not coming up properly on camera, I'm gonna show you over here on my arm. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is not a first impressions kind of video, but it has been almost a year since I've played around with these colors, and I'm just like, I don't know what to expect with this, okay? I don't remember how they blend. I don't remember anything about this palette. Guys, stop buying so much makeup. Anyways, let's start with this tutorial already, okay? I've been blabbering for way too much. So you guys already know before I start my makeup, the first thing I like to do is do my brows. Now, a lot has changed actually while doing my makeup. I have changed quite a lot of things. I will make a separate video of the changes that I've made and why I have made them. So I'm taking my LA Girl eyebrow pencil in the shade of black brown, and I am doing my brows. Okay guys, so I've done my brows and now I like to clean them up using a concealer. Now the concealer I love using, I mean, if you guys watch my videos on a regular, you guys know that my favorite concealer is the LA Girl in the shade Fawn. So I like to sort of clean up my brows using an angled brush and my concealer. So I just take this directly under my brows and I just put it in light strokes. So usually I always end up with a lot of excess, even though I do take a very little product off it on my brush. So I'm just tapping that on my eyelids because I am gonna use this concealer as, you know, a base for my eyeshadow. So fun fact, before I even started doing YouTube or even makeup, I had this friend called Simran, and she was my best friend, and she would always do her brows, and she would take forever to do them. And back then I always used to wonder, like, what is so special about your brows? Like, if you just brush them up, like, you know, you're good to go. So guys, I've sort of shaped my brows. So yeah, like I was saying, I was pretty stupid back then. I didn't know anything about makeup, but now I'm just like, okay, I can't leave the house without doing my brows, which is kind of funny. Anyway, so I really don't know what kind of look I'm going for today, so I'm just sort of winging it. So I think okay, I think I'm gonna go for like a sort of playful look. I mean, it's pink, so I kind of have to go for a playful look, but yeah. Okay, so I'm taking my brush right here and I'm taking the shade well, this light pink shade. Guys, this palette is so pigmented, like damn. And that was just one freaking swipe, guys. And I'm taking this dark pink color right here to sort of deepen my crease and also to create a deepened version of my crease, basically. Yeah. So I'm just dabbing that on my outer corner to make that as dark as I possibly can. And I'm also dabbing it in my inner corner, so that I get all that pigment, you know, we all about the pigment in here, honey. So, and then I am sort of swooping it over. So I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. I'm just dabbing the color in my outer corner of my eye, trying to get as pigment as I can possibly get in that area. And then also dabbing the same color in my inner corner. Fun fact, guys, I have never done a video like this whereby I am talking. I always do a voiceover because I'm always so because I just feel like I never know what to say, because I'm always like, you know, that kind of girl who just doesn't say anything. I am taking this off-white shade right here, and I sort of want to create a smoked out version of the color that I already have on my eyelids. So I'm just taking a little bit of that color on my brush and I'm just placing it on the top. Doing the same thing on the other side. You just want to smoke out that color. You don't want to make it too deep, too dark. Just smoke it out. Smoke it out. Smoke it out. Okay, so now that I've got that, I'm gonna cut my crease. And for those of you who watch me, you guys know that was coming. I'm using the same LA Girl concealer, which looks like this, in the shade Fawn. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a halo effect because I just want to explore, so I'm just gonna go with this color right here. And I'm using my flat packing brush. I'm gonna take that color. Oh, guys, do you, oh my god, do you see what I see? Damn, guys, and this was just one swipe. One freaking swipe. I'm gonna add that. It's gonna drag that a bit. And then I'm gonna put that in the other eye. Oh my god, guys, this color is giving me life right now. And it just amazes me how much of pigment is actually there with just one freaking swipe of color. Guys, I don't know about you, but I love this palette so much. Oh, and I can't believe I actually forgot about this palette. Crazy. And I'm also going to mix these two shades right here to sort of put that on the sides of my halo cut so that it looks like one look and does not just look like a freaking patch. Wow, I'm loving the way this turned out. I don't know if you guys can see what I see, but in this mirror, it's looking hella gradient. So now I'm gonna start off with my face because I usually do my eyelashes last, so let's begin. So the first thing I like to do is color correct, and I like to use my LA Girl concealer in the shade Orange. I'm taking my Down Beauty blender. This is a little bit too much, but taking my Down Beauty blender and just blending that concealer in. Okay, so now that we're done color correcting, let's move on to foundation. So for the foundation that I've been loving and using religiously on my face is the Makeup Revolution foundation sticks. Now I couldn't really find my shades because I do have like, I feel like a weird skin color because I do have yellow undertone, but I also have like some areas where it does have a red undertone, so I can't really find my shade. So I did get the shade F16 and the shade F12, and I like to mix these two on my face. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't put too much of product on my face, mainly because this foundation is very pigmented. So I literally just do like 4 swipes all over my face. If you guys are using foundation sticks, the best way to sort of blend your makeup is using a foundation brush, especially if you're using a foundation stick. I feel like with a beauty blender, you will just be there the whole day, like trying to blend it out. Then I like to, highlight my face. So I'm using my LA Girl concealer yet again, guys. This is my baby, y'all. This is my baby, okay? So I like to put sort of lines that go like up there. I did see this product on Amazon and I saw it for like $2.50 and I immediately knew that it was fake. Because first of all, the way LA Girl is spelled was totally wrong on Amazon. I feel like LA Girl is a brand that is just so inclusive. It's super good. Their product is super high quality. It's completely worth it. And yeah, I just like it. Now, since I'm loving the PAC Cosmetics eyeshadow, I am so intrigued on trying their other products as well. Kind of expensive, but yeah, I do want to try them sometime in future. PAC, if you want to send me some products, like, your girl will be grateful, okay? But honestly, on a serious note, I would actually want to try out more of their products because I just feel like there's a brand that's just so underrated because I don't really see a lot of people talking about them. Everyone else is just talking about other brands, but I feel like this brand just needs a lot of recognition. If this was a brand from the USA, everyone would be talking about it. So I'm just kind of confused as to why people are not talking about this brand because they make some good quality products, yo. So after I'm done sort of, you know, highlighting and concealing, I like to take a translucent powder and just sort of put that on a damp beauty blender and just put that under my eye like this. Now, a lot of people would consider this as baking, but I just feel like when I do this method of just putting on some powder on a damp beauty blender, I just feel like it makes my makeup stay on longer. Now, baking is when you allow the makeup sit on your face for quite some time, but I don't do that. I immediately brush it off. Now, I like doing this method, especially if I have a shoot, if I have an event, or I just have a long day of filming, and I am filming another video after this, so I do need my makeup to stay on longer. So I am doing this method, but this is not something that I would recommend for every day. If you are doing your makeup every day, I would just recommend, you know, taking a little bit of your translucent powder or whatever powder you use and your brush, just taking that on it and just dabbing the powder on your face and just brushing it out. You do not need to bake, love. You do not need to do that. So the next thing I'm using is my LA Girl contour, which I cannot find. Got it. So this is the LA Girl contour palette. They do have two other shades for if you do have fair skin, if you have medium skin, if you have my skin, then this is the shade for you. This is, I believe, in Deep. So I'm gonna be using this shade right here. It is a nice chocolate brown that I love to contour. Another thing about contouring is a lot of people think they need to contour, but I feel like a lot of people like already have a naturally contoured face. I don't know why people just put unnecessary makeup. For me, I feel like I do need to contour. So I'm just taking that on my cheeks, the other side. Mind you guys, this is a very dark and pigmented shade, so I like to go in it bit by bit. So basically, like to build up my contour because I definitely don't want to have like an entire line of like brown on my cheeks, so don't want that. Now I'm going in with my blush palette right here, and I'm taking this color right here but very lightly because I do not want my entire face to look like pretty Barbie doll. No, I want to go for a nice sort of, I wouldn't say subtle, but like, you know, just a nice color, like, you know, very playful. So I'm sort of like dabbing that on there. Now if you guys notice, yo, that my skin is freaking glowing, I don't know if I even need a highlighter because damn, look at that. Just because I'm feeling a little extra today, why don't we just go in with that highlighter, okay? Wear a little bit. So I'm using my favorite highlighter in the world, which is the Master Chrome by Maybelline. And this is in the shade Molten Gold. Favorite highlighter, you guys always see me wear this. Not that I don't have other highlighters, I just feel like this is just my go-to. So I'm taking that on a tiny brush very lightly and I'm just putting that on my cheekbones. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, that's it, you guys. Just kidding, let's do my lips. So for my lips, I'm feeling of doing, you know, a little bit of brown pinky lip. So I'm gonna be taking my brown lip liner. This is from my local beauty store, not branded. I'm also gonna be pairing it with the Nika Matte to Last lipstick in the shade Bombay. So I'm gonna be putting these two on my lips. So that is how this looks. Now I'm gonna pop on my eyelashes, do my hair, and I'll be back. So guys, I've just popped those on and this is how the finished look looks. So I like to finish my look using our setting spray. So if you guys want to try out this look, you guys could try popping on some eyeliner. I'm personally not an eyeliner girl. I mean, I'm slowly transitioning into it, but I'm just not there yet. So if you do end up recreating this look, make sure you tag me. I would love to see your take on it. If you guys have any other, video requests, like make sure you comment that down below. And let me know if you think this is a date time look, because I feel like this is perfect to wear for a date. Let me know, okay? Anyways, if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for, okay? According to my analytics, 70% of you are not subscribed, but you guys keep coming back for more. So why don't you just press the subscribe button and also press that bell button so that you can get notified each and every time I post, and you will never, ever, ever miss a post. And that's it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that you liked it. And if you did, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.